Crusader Shorts here, and welcome back. And it's been, I'd say, about a week since the last upload, and today I will be talking about GTA 5, some concepts which have been, not briefly touched upon, but, heavily touched upon by the community of GTA over on Reddit and various other websites such as YouTube. Now, I had, this idea which I'm about to discuss for quite a while, when I first started playing GTA 5 on the PC, because fortunately or unfortunately, I didn't actually have a chance to play it on the console ports or the console versions, which came out before the PC edition, of course. So, anyway, today the point that I will be taking into consideration or talking about is the implementation or perhaps the lack of implementation of the two cities or states within Grand Theft Auto 5, which were San Fierro and Las Venturas, which are from GTA San Andreas, which is obviously one of the games in the 3D universe. Now I'm going to talk about why they possibly didn't implement these two cities or states, and how they could do this or whether they're going to do it, and information from the community. So first of all, we know that, as I've been told by a friend, I was not aware of this at first, but now I am very familiar with this, is it's very similar to the Star Wars universe, actually, because Star Wars has, comics and the extended universe, which people call the EU, and certain information is not canon to the original universe, so it's not really, you shouldn't really take note of it because it's not really canon, or it's not, it didn't happen, if you like. So let's say there's a comic of Grand Theft Auto 5, for an example. This is just a very brief example. If there's a comic for Grand Theft Auto 5, but it's set in San Andreas, then it will be canon to the game, like it will be relevant to the game and the story, except it won't be featured in the game. So similar to this with Grand Theft Auto is there's the original universe, which is GTA, I believe, 1 and 2, and then the 3D universe, which starts from Grand Theft Auto 3, Vice City, San Andreas, and any other games in between those, which are, 3D. I believe San Andreas, Vice City, and GTA 3 are possibly the only titles. And then we move on to, that's the 3D universe, but now we move on to the HD universe, which is Grand Theft Auto 4, GTA 5, episodes from Liberty City, and anything which falls into the HD category. So the HD universe isn't canon to the 3D universe, so the 3D universe, being San Andreas, is not based upon the HD universe. So for any who don't understand where I'm going with this, is San Andreas has these two extra states which we're talking about, Las Venturas, San Fierro. However, GTA 5 doesn't, and the reason being for this is it's a pretty vast map. It's a pretty open map so far with GTA 5, so it's quite hard to implement these two states and cities, and due to the time it actually took them to create this new game, we can understand why they haven't been implemented. So yeah, so Carl Johnson, or CJ, who's the protagonist of Grand Theft Auto San Andreas, isn't, featured in the GTA 5 universe. So since the GTA 5 game is part of the HD universe, and San Andreas is part of the 3D universe, the characters in both universes aren't featured in, the corresponding games. So anyone in San Andreas isn't featured within Grand Theft Auto 5. However, this is not true to the HD universe, because other HD universe games and characters, such as Nico Bellic or Johnny Klebitz from the Lost Biker Club, or the Biker Gang, are featured in GTA 5. So that is why, San Andreas doesn't look exactly the same, and the maps are slightly, variations of each other, and they differentiate from each other, between San Andreas and GTA 5. So that's why we don't have certain aspects of the map that we do want, and that's why characters like CJ aren't featured, because people did actually, before GTA 5 was released, when it was starting to be announced, there was, some information regarding CJ, because there was the original trailer and there was a character that actually looked quite like CJ, or an older version. So people thought it could be CJ, but coming down to the information now after the GTA 5 release, we know that's not CJ, and the characters in both universes do not overlay or, you know, meet together. So that's perhaps why we don't have the two states, and although we do have some community created maps over on Reddit and other sources of, you know, maps with Las Venturas on and San Fierro on. Now these were my favourite cities really. Los Santos was a very nice city, and it kind of is in GTA 5, you know, I still love it, enjoy it. It's pretty much my favourite game right now, along with Counter-Strike Global Offensive. But in San Andreas, you know, those two states were two of my favourite. Especially Las Venturas, going to the Las Vegas Strip, or Ventura Strip. So, you know, I kind of do miss it, and I was really hoping for a 3D adaptation of it. Well, sorry, mind you, it's already 3D, but a HD universe adaptation of it. Because San Andreas is such an amazing game, and to have, you know, every aspect of it is a lot to ask for from Rockstar, but, you know, it's something that I always did want, so that's the reason why it's not in. I will actually show some community maps and information regarding the two titles and the issue that we're discussing. Hopefully in the editing of the video I'll overlay them whilst I'm speaking now. You should be able to see them on screen, you know. But then again, it goes to Carl Johnson, or CJ, talking about him not being featured. There is actually a mod being developed, I believe, to implement Carl Johnson as an older male in the game. Or they're just 3D models. I don't know if they're being definitely released as a mod, but there was a modder over on Reddit yet again, because that's usually where I get the GTA information, of a modder actually recreating an older version of CJ for GTA 5. Now, the only problem with this is it isn't really canon to the universe, so, you know, having an older version as if he's part of the universe doesn't really go with the stories that Rockstar are trying to achieve. But, you know, I do like it, and just players who want those characters and locations in the game, such as I do, don't really mind putting the story and Rockstar's, you know, ideas out of the way just to have those sort of mods, which is pretty cool. And also they recreated a HD version of CJ into GTA 5, which was very nice actually, and it looks very much so like the San Andreas one. So I'll try and find some links to those. Oh crap! I think I've got sticky keys. Sorry about that, guys. Even though I'm in full screen mode, I never understood that. That's been a glitch with GTA for me a few times. But yeah, I'll try and link the Carl Johnson adaptations, the old and the young ones, for the HD GTA 5 models, and I will also try and show the Las Venturas and the San Fierro maps that are created for the HD universe. So I'll try and edit those in the video for you guys, and I want to know what you guys think. Do you want Las Venturas and San Fierro in the game? If so, comment below. And give me your opinions on that, and whether you think Rockstar should implement them. So, thanks for watching the video. This was, you know, just a bit of, not so much of a rant, but a theory slash something that I'd like in the game. And I know this is too much for Rockstar, and I know that the next title won't be based on San Andreas, so we probably will never get this again, unless we have a San Andreas stories game, but then again, you could argue that this is that, so I don't think we'll get this from Rockstar, but just let it be known that the community really want this. So comment below what you think, and like the video if you enjoyed it. Give me your 2 cents in the comment section below, and subscribe. And thanks a lot for watching the video.